Divorce is obviously a very serious and difficult life event, and so I tell every potential client that comes in, I make sure that they have explored all the options in potentially reconciling the issues that they have in their case, and usually that's couples counseling or family counseling. I encourage all my potential clients to go explore and exhaust those avenues before coming in and seeking a divorce. The person that's going to help you through this very challenging time in your life, you have to have a good relationship with them. You have to have trust between you and the lawyer. And it's very difficult to research that online. You should do your research, and you should find someone who's competent at handling divorce work and other family law matters. You should find someone with some experience, but you should also find someone with whom you feel you could have a good working relationship. So oftentimes people walk into their consultation not feeling like they're on an equal footing with their spouse. And it's important to have that bond with your lawyer where you feel that you really are on an equal playing field with the other party in the case, with the other parent or other spouse, for more than just getting you through the initial process, but for all the years down the road. The fact is if you have children, or if there's a continuing support order as part of the final judgment, there's going to be an ongoing interaction between you and your current spouse. So ultimately, you want someone with whom you have a good bond that truly understands what these issues are going to be, not just now, but all the way through the conclusion of that last payment or that last day where there's a custody component to the case. So cases can become complex if simply one party is being unreasonable and we can't seem to get to a resolution. That can create some complexity because it presents the issue of either resolve the case for a bad deal for the client, which we don't want to do, or take the case to trial. And so there's strategic complexity in just how to get the best result for the client in that scenario. But sometimes it's beyond, the complexity is beyond just that the parties are not agreeing with each other. Sometimes there are other factors or other facts at play, like substance abuse, or domestic violence, or emotional abuse, or mental illness. These things, I've seen them in many cases over the years, and they can certainly create a very complex situation. And unfortunately, there isn't always a large budget to work the case all the way to trial, really utilizing every tool that we'd ultimately like to in those scenarios. So we have to approach different complexities with the best tools we know how, with the best strategy that we've used successfully in the past, and within our client's budget. So financial complexities can also slow down the resolution of a case. When we talk about financial complexities, we're usually talking about income or asset. So in income, we're talking about some complexity around what one party or both parties' income actually is. When does this happen? Well, it happens ordinarily when there's a closely held business, or when someone's maybe in a field where the income very much fluctuates either throughout the year or from year to year, having a great year one year and maybe another great year doesn't come for a few more years. But closely held businesses are probably of the most complex situations for income. Because think about it. People run their businesses and they try to do what? They try to manage their income from the business to try to mitigate their tax liability. So they might pay for things through the business, or they might do other tricks that many people do out there. Well, when it comes down to getting a divorce, we really want to take a close look, right? Because if someone's benefiting from their business in more than just their salary and their bonuses, truly that's income. So we want to make sure we're considering that when we're factoring in alimony and child support. Well, divorce law and family law practice just has like this inherent emotional conflict element of it. And I've always felt that I'm relatively pretty even-keeled and I can resolve cases, and when there's chaos, I do my best work. So I really enjoy the balance between helping the client manage through the emotional component of a case and focus on truly what's most important. Emotions have a way of kind of messing with our judgment, but the fact is that the result of this case is going to last into the future and it's going to impact you for the rest of your life. So I really do very much enjoy helping the client get grounded, figuring out the best solution for the case, and bringing it to its conclusion. Divorce and the other post-judgment modifications and enforcement issues, they're all serious. And if you haven't spoken with a lawyer, then I think you should. And that's the only way you're going to get a sense of whether you have a good rapport with someone and you can really get educated based on the facts of your case. Many lawyers do free consultations. We do free consultations. And if you'd like to schedule one with our office, just give a call and we'll schedule a time for you to come in.